Pound for pound boxing, real news. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P for P Boxing, real news. What is going on? Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis, a highly anticipated fight, a fight that many people want to see. Everybody wants to see Gervonta Tank Davis take on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia obviously is a great, he markets himself really well. You know what I'm saying? And Gervonta Tank Davis is obviously a knockout artist, somebody that people feel like, yo, if Gervonta Tank Davis could be one of those guys. Gervonta Tank Davis could be at that high level. He could be making all the money in the world. Obviously, it is no secret that both fighters don't care about belts. Both fighters have came out and then, basically they shitted on belts. You know what I'm saying? They basically shitted on belts. They don't really care about them. One's promoter doesn't care about him at all. He just cares about whatever the money is making for the fighter. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really care about what the fans think about. He just wants the fighter to be wealthy and the fighter to have the money, to have that bag. On the other hand, you got a fighter where he's like, I already got this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been marketing myself so well, where I don't need a belt for you to think anything of me, right? Ryan Garcia, obviously, he has thousands and thousands of followers, millions of followers, right? 8 million, what? 8 million followers. So he's like, bro, I don't need this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to obtain belts for my legacy to be cemented, because at the end of the day, he's already famous, right? And he's already making money and has endorsement deals, so he really doesn't care about that. But this is a very interesting fight to me because it's a highly anticipated fight for a lot of fans. I mean, a lot of fans. When I say a lot of fans, this is the type of fight where hardcore fans will probably shit on because they don't feel like Ryan Garcia is that competitive against a guy like won't be that competitive against a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis. Where in the other hand, um, casual fans are the main people that really want to see this fight. And when a casual fan wants to see a fight, more than likely that fight will probably happen, because when casual fans are buzzing and talking about a fight, more than likely that fight might be more likely to happen. We see in the case of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, where they don't have enough money because there's not enough fans that really are buzzing or talking about both fighters. They don't really care about both fighters. But you have two fighters like Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, and fans are buzzing. Where it would be more likely for that fight to happen, because the money is there for that fight. The money is there for that fight. The amount of money that they can make um, off of that fight is great numbers. You know what I'm saying? For Mayweather Promotions and Golden Boy Promotions. You know what I'm saying? So the money is there to make that fight happen. Now, do I think it's gonna happen? I'm more confident about this fight happening than the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight, right? I'm more confident in that fight to happen, and the reason why is because the money is there, right? If you know uh, boxing, the money is what moves the sport. It's not like the fighters. It's not the skill set of a fighter. No, it's how much money could this fighter bring in? How much money could this fighter gross? Right. That's what moves the sport. It's not. It ain't just because hardcore fans want to see this fight. It's not that. It's how many people are buzzing about this. How many people really want to watch this fight? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. And that's why a lot of people are like upset about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford not being finalized as of now, because you can't say for sure if it's going to happen or it's not going to happen, but it's still up in the air, right? But then you have claims that, they don't really have the money over in PBC to be able to guarantee both fighters anything. You know what I'm saying? So both fighters are going into the dark and they got to take whatever they give them, you know? But both fighters have already come from. I mean, they're already making money, so they're not gonna fight for just milk and bread. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can say anything about Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. You can say whatever you want about the fight, but at the end of the day, this is a more possible fight to happen than Earl Spence and um, Terrence Crawford. You know, this is a more likely fight to happen, right? Now, both fighters said done. I mean, well, both fighters said done deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they talking about something else. You know, maybe they made another deal. You know what I'm saying, with something different. But this fight will be interesting. This fight will be interesting nonetheless, right? It'll be very interesting to see what happens in this fight. Me per se, I think that if this fight happens at 140, I think Ryan Garcia has a little bit more of a he'll have more of a advantage there. But if this fight happens at 135, I feel like Tank could possibly knock out Ryan Garcia. I think that the best that I've seen Ryan Garcia at was when he fought his last fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's when he looked his best. You know, and that was at 140. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. And I think that Gervonta Davis, he's just a dog. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is. But man, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News. I'm out.